participants that participated in the fall, as well as the coaches. The coaches does a magnificent job with our young kids getting prepared, not just for sports, but for life. I'd like to say thank you to the parents for the excellent job that you do getting your kids to and from practice. I know we carry some vigorous hours. I really would like to say thank you for that. I'd like to say thank you to our coaching staff, Coach John Emmel, Coach Joe Dick, our volunteer coaches, Coach Frank Vincigara, Brian Light, Ernie Cunningham, Joe Watson, and Joe Johnson. I'd like to give a special thanks to my wife, who is in the audience for the first time. I've been coaching high school sports for 13 years, and this is the first time she's actually been here. I'd like to thank her for allowing me to be out in the house with the vigorous hours that she allows me to have for my children. Thank you. I'd like to say thank you to the administration, Mr. Renner, the trainer, the grounds crew for allowing us to have one of the most beautiful facilities. The field has really come a long way since I've been here in 6 years, and they do an excellent job. I'd like to say thank you to those guys. But having said that, when I call your name, please come forward. Jay Brown, first team Tri-County defense, first team All-South Jersey Group 1. Javier Brown. Reggie Butler, William Cabell, honorable mention Tri-County, Malcolm Chase, Sean Davis, Andrew DiTentoria, Nick Elmer, Anthony Green, Tri-County honorable mention, Joe Lappin, Samuel Harvey, Tayshawn Hayward, first team Tri-County, first team South Jersey Group 1. Tony Hayward, first team offense and defense, first team Group 1 South Jersey. Kyle Hickman, first team Tri-County, defense and offense, first team Group 1. John McGee. Tevin Miles. Corey Mills. Deron Mills, first team offense, Tri-County. Troy Moore. Jabril Berry. Antoine Pierce. Corey Ransom, first team defense, Tri-County. James Rowe. Amir Zarrell, second team Tri-County, offense and defense. Greg Thompson. Well, I forgot him. You're looking at Tri-County Conference champs, first time in 15 years. Please give a round of applause. A little bit about this team. Very close to having an undefeated season. If anybody watched, we lost 6-0 to Buna at home. It was our first loss since 2006 at home. Heartbreaking. Kids turned around, had to come back, and we knocked off Glassboro. And winning 14-12. Going into halftime, we were down 12-9. The kids never stopped fighting. They believed in one another. There wasn't no bickering, arguing in the locker room. It was just go out and do your job. They came out and performed, and that's why they became the Tri-County champs. Of course, we had a heartbreaking loss here in the semifinals. If anybody would have said we had lost 2 games at home, I would have said that was literally impossible. We lost 19-16 to Woodbury, but our kids, we didn't take it well. The This team is not used to losing. When I got here in 2004, the kids didn't care if they won or lost. These kids really cared. So if anybody saw that the kids had a little attitude, it was because they don't like to lose. And nothing's wrong with not liking to be a loser. I want to call up, believe it or not, I have 5 Coaches Awards, and these kids really deserve it. And I want to start with William Cabell. Anybody ever seen this kid break the huddle? I had to tell you about his spirit, his work effort, his energy, always on time, never late. I'm gonna miss him dearly. He was really an icon of what a football player should do. During the course of just running from the huddle, off the sideline, amazing young man, always humble, and has a great spirit. Going to do a lot of great things in the future. Corey Ransom. I didn't know if me and Corey was going to make it his freshman year. I tell you, he was a piece of work, actually. But he has truly turned into a young man, was a captain on the team this year, took the leadership role very serious, and the reason being that you saw a lot of work. Sometimes Corey was the smallest guy out there in measurements, but by far, kid had over 100 tackles this year. That's hard to do. And because of that, he is your defensive sub-beat player of the year. He didn't even know it, but tomorrow he'll be getting some photo shoots. Defensive player of the year, Corey Ransom. Anthony Green. Anthony Green's just a junior. He'll be back on this team next year. Anthony Green, you never see a long face out of him. When he gets banged up, he still continues to push through, being banged up. I don't think this kid's ever missed a practice, and I don't think he's ever came late in the 3 years that he's been part of this football team, and he has developed into a very inspiring young man. Also, Anthony is a very, very great student, and Anthony, I'm looking for big things out of you next year. These next 2 guys, I want to talk about Kyle Hickman first. Kyle is what we call a factor kid. A factory kid. What that means is Kyle was about 325 pounds when he came to us. Okay? Alright? Kyle's down to about 270, 275. He's being heavily recruited. 1,500 SATs. Straight A student. Does all the things necessary to be successful in this life. Tony Hayward. A young man that really inspired me. He was ineligible his sophomore year, and Tony used to have to argue with his parents on why he was coming to practice. Tony was coming to practice because he knew practice would make him better and make him the player that he was. This year he was an outstanding player for us on both sides of the ball. He ended up getting himself together, playing his junior and senior year, and he got to benefit the results. Tony's going to go on. He may have to go to prep school, but I believe he'll move forward, get through that, and you'll hear about Tony Hayward in the near future. People you're looking at this year's Sunbeam Team of the Year. Thank you, guys.